What's going on, y'all? It's Greg. Greg said it. Back with our inspirational, motivational Sunday message here. We went live today. Appreciate all you all who come by and support our lives on the weekend. We typically run them on Sunday around noon, between noon and 1. And sometimes Saturday, depending on what Sunday look like. But definitely make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you can jump on. It's definitely a time to kind of recap the things that happened all week, and definitely encourage y'all to go back and look at the videos that's been done throughout the week, because we're at the time of the year where things are going to start picking back up in off season, and hopefully soon Colorado names a defensive coordinator. Maybe we'll hear something about what's going on the D-line with Sap. So we still got some things that's, still to come. And it's going to be interesting, to say the least. But one of the things that I can learn, I think we all can learn, and I'm learning, especially doing this process with you all. I started this channel. I had the page, of course, and I actually started the channel around the summer, around June, July last year, but really wasn't really focused on Colorado. And then I said, let me go ahead and do what I've been planning and do and thinking about doing, and start that in August. So that's when you see the videos kind of pick up right in time for the season's about to start. Even though I've been following the Colorado store since Coach Prime got there, and I was following the JSU, prior to that. So that shows what, how I roll. But I've always kind of supported and followed other people, and I had my insight, and I finally got the platform to do my own thing and kind of bring my own spin, my own insight on it. So I appreciate everybody who support me. I know a lot of times people support other channels, and we all have something different to bring to the table. So I appreciate that. And one of the hardest things that you can do is be consistent. That's really what we're talking about here. We talked about how Colorado struggled with consistency. They either started off slow and end fast and try to run everybody down, or every now and then, like you see at Stanford, they start off fast and couldn't finish. And it's more than just not being able to finish. It's the inconsistency factor that really hurt them to play consistently. Offense was really the thing that ran the season in the beginning, and then defense kind of picked up towards the later, half or whatever. And then the offense kind of fell off. And it's like they never really had it all the way together. Offense never had it all the way together. Defense never had it all the way together. They never played together. And the thing that stick out is the inconsistent play on both. Like, they knew what to do. They was capable. But from week to week, you just didn't know what they was going to bring. And that's like, when you talk about the inspiration, motivation, that's like life. Because a lot of us can start something or even have an idea, and a good business, a good opportunity, and that inconsistency, it ties a lot with discipline, because being consistent does require discipline. It requires you to do things when you don't feel like it. It requires you to be accountable and reliable, even to yourself. And in this case, I have people who look for my content, and for me, doing my content that people look forward to and follow me for. So with me, being consistent in this case is having the videos consistently, and not taking weeks off, not taking days off. My schedule's pretty consistent. Like I said, I do my lives on Sunday. I usually do, a video like this. I do a short, and I do a video just in case you don't see the pattern, and then I take a short. I don't go live every day. I don't do video every day. But I've been trying to be consistent with what I do. And that's what we all have to do in life. Whatever we claim we're going to do, we got to put a plan together, a strategy down, set goals, and then we got to do it. But not only do it, you got to do it consistently. And everything, your results may not even be consistent, but you got to be consistent. Like during off season, everything is different than during the season. But do you take off? Do you not have the discipline and the motivation to keep everything going and just only show up when it's hot? Or do you be consistent? Consistency says a lot about who we are and what our real motive, our real value is. Is it really who you are? Because when it's really who you are, it's not hard to do, and you're not doing it for nobody else. And it's not motivated by, what you think you can get from everybody else. And that's where your consistency is tested. When it's like really something you don't have to do. Man, I even feel like doing, but you make it happen. You always gotta sacrifice something. Like me doing videos, it take time for me to step aside, no matter what's going on, Sunday, family, whatever, shoot a video, edit it, put it out, and consistency will test you. And that test tests us all. That's the test for Colorado. Will they be able to put a consistent product out next year? Because that's what it's going to take to win. It's going to take more than just a good week on and a bad week off and a good week on. And, it's going to take more than having a good quarter, a good half. It's going to take consistency. That's just a recipe for success. And having you all in this phase makes me more consistent. It's a form of accountability, but also doing this over here has opened my eyes up to what it takes to be successful and consistent just in general. Because this is extra, this is not necessary. I didn't know how I was going to go, but it makes me look even harder at the areas of my life that I do more consistently, is more prominent in my day-to-day. That makes me say, if I can do it over there, I can do it over here. Even from a content perspective, a lot of times I knew I should do content, but I just talked myself out of it. But being consistent over here with content makes me more consistent in what I do in my other areas, in my real estate finance and my mortgages. And, I deal with mortgages in the state of Georgia and Florida, and I do investment financing all over the nation. And one of the things I didn't do is content. So this right here has made me say, well, I can do it. I need to do it. I know how to do more content. Even though it'll be extra on top of extra, it's the skill and getting over that hurdle of, can I do it? Not even want to get in front of the camera, not being over particular, not just doing it, and not being consistent. If we all can learn that, we all are more valuable. We put a lot of weight on these kids and these coaches. And at some point, like we do on these Sundays, we turn the mirror back. We look in the mirror at your own reflection. What are you doing that in your own life, in your own profession, that exemplifies the standards you're placing on other people? They don't study. Do we study? Do we always master our skill set, what we call a craft? Do we master our knowledge? Are we always trying to learn and be better? Or do we just wing it? Whether you have a job or business or whatever, are you living up to your full standard the same way you expect them? So it's a lot of principles. And yeah, it's fun and games as a fan, but you got to make it count. Like I always say, people spend hours watching games. You got to make it have some meaning, have something that it benefits your life. And usually it's just principles, inspiration. That's why we like Colorado. Coach Prime provides a lot of inspiration. He not only talks inspiration, he lives it. He walks around with three toes. 3 toes and 1 foot, 8 toes. And then people joke about it, but that mentally can take a lot of people out. That he still wants to coach and hurt in pain and barely walk and work out, and then he's trying to run. And that just shows the mindset he has as a motivated person. And we all can learn from that. So if at least you get that, like, wow, somebody giving they all, they passionate about what they're doing, and their health and their family and their relationship situations are not stopping his passion. He's passionate about what he's doing, despite of what's going on around him. Everybody can learn from that, because we all have at points in our life of stuff challenge us. And it could be a distraction, it could be a hindrance. It can make you want to quit. It can make you wonder, why am I doing this? But you got to have that focus and that drive. And man, Coach Prime is and has always been an inspiration. You don't get to greatness without having that kind of mindset. It's a very common thing that you find in people who are great. Their mindset, their attitude, and how they go about things. And typically, they are very consistent, almost to the flaw, always to the extreme most of the time. They eat the same thing every day. They go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, and they ain't got nothing to do with nobody making them do it. They've been doing it for years. And it'd be like extreme to you because you're like, you go to bed, you wake up at 4 o'clock every day and work out and do your little routine. And it's like, wow, is that what it takes? Clearly, to some degree, some level of consistency. Because taking days off, you know, you can lose track of that real easy. You can lose your momentum real easy. So these people don't experience that because they're so darn consistent. Some of them even go so far, even on vacation, they consistent with their meals. Even on vacation, their bedtime is the same. You're like, man, you're on vacation, let your hair down, relax. You can't tell nobody like that. They know the results. They know the formula to their success. And they're not going to let nothing get in the way of it. And so we all can benefit from following that kind of person. You're going to get something out of it if you're looking to get something out of it. I choose to get something out of this thing. Yeah, I got my channel. That's something. Yes, football. That's cool. I played it. But it's just a bigger picture to it all. I choose to get more. And that's why I get more than just a live. I give you the Inspiration Motivation Sunday. We're going to get something out of this thing. For a few of y'all that appreciate it, y'all let me know. Leave a comment. And make sure if you're new, like, share, subscribe. Let me know that you hear me and you appreciate what I'm doing. I appreciate you all for coming by. This is Greg. Greg said it. And as always, I'll talk to y'all soon.